What's up, Guardians? Teez Monkey back with another video, and in today's video we're going to try to take a look at some different Warlock exotics to use with Stasis. If you've been doing a lot of the Deepstone Crypt raid, you may be trying to figure out, well, if I'm running Stasis, what's the best exotic to utilize Stasis inside the raid? Well, stay tuned, and in this video we'll take a look at a couple. Alright, so we got our new Stasis Warlock, and we've got all these cool and fun little things we can do with our Warlock, but let's say we're going into the raid. You know, what exotic do we want to use for our Warlock? Now, I started off using the Necrotic Grips, okay? Those don't necessarily take advantage of anything dealing with Stasis or enhancing much of any of your other powers, just giving you that AoE melee attack damage, which is awesome, don't get me wrong, but we may be able to use something to get some better use out of Stasis inside something like the Deepstone Crypt. So I've been kind of messing around with trying to figure out, you know, different exotics to use. So a couple that have come to mind are Eyes of Another World for the general or cerebral uplink perk here. Highlights prior targets, improves the regeneration speed of your grenades, melee, and rift abilities. Sounds good and could be good depending on your build. Getting your grenade back is always good. Getting that melee back for Warlock is always good as well. And getting that rift back, right? Those are your three main abilities other than your super that this generates faster. For me, in my playstyle, I think I'm liking the Verity's Brow here, and I'll show you why. Verity's Brow gives you the fourth magic. Now keep in mind we're talking about the raid here, so we are going to have 5 other people on our team when we're in there, correct? So not only do we want to benefit ourselves, but we're going to try to benefit our teammates here. Energy weapon kills grant death throws, which provides a bonus to the damage of your grenades. Now the bonus damage to your grenades may not necessarily going to help us with our stasis grenades in sense, but what we're looking at is part right here that says, and grants you grenade energy. When you have death throws and throw a grenade, nearby allies gain greatly increased grenade regeneration for a short time. So we're going to benefit our teammates there, and we're also going to get our grenade back faster as well when we're getting kills with an energy weapon. So let's look at that. So through the DSC raid, Gnawing Hunger, one of my favorite guns. Also because of the role I have here, Subsistence, Demolitionist. Now Demolitionist is going to pair nicely with that grenade energy perk there, getting our grenade back faster, right? Because every kill we get gives us grenade energy. So we got to be using our energy weapon, which is our Gnawing Hunger, which has Demolitionist on it. And we got to keep in mind here that we want to get death throws. So energy weapon kills grant death throws, which provides a bonus to the damage of your grenades and grants you grenade energy. So we need to get kills, get a couple kills first to get that death throws going. What also works with this kind of build is, if you've seen my other Warlock build, is I like to run Charged with Light, right? I got Shield Break, which is going to come in handy in the raid because there are void shields. So we got our Gnawing Hunger there. We're going to get Charged with Light from that. High Energy Fire, which is going to give us our bonus damage while we are charged with light. We got Supercharged, which is going to allow us to have 4 stacks of light. We've got Taking Charge. When we pick up orbs, we get charged with light. And we got stacks on stacks. For every time we become charged with light, instead of just getting 1 charge, we get 2. Now, another thing that we have also here is we've got Absolution on our feet. Reduce all ability cooldowns each time you pick up an orb of power. Right? We got a lot of synergy going here. Impact Induction, causing damage with a melee attack. Reduces your grenade cooldown. We've got one more here. Distribution, reduces all ability cooldowns when using your class ability near enemies. And I believe we had one more. Oh no, it was the distribution. I had one for the grenade, but We went with all abilities versus just the grenade because we had the points to use it. So we have a lot of stuff working together here. So let's kind of look at it in action. So I tried to pick an area that had a lot of ads to kind of simulate the raid, since we're not actually in a raid right here. So we're just in this lost sector. So what we want to do is get a couple kills here first. Right, we want to get that death throws going. So I've got it to ×3, ×5. Now let's throw a grenade down. Boom. Right? We're following our ice trail around. I've already got my grenade back. Let's use it again. Got my grenade back again. Get these guys. Right, we're creating orbs of power. We're picking those up. We're getting bonus damage from frozen targets because of our fragments attached to our stasis class. We got death throws is still going. We got demolitionist from our gun going. We can get a cooldown from melee attack. Got our grenades going. Get charged with light from breaking that shield. So you can kind of see how a lot of this stuff works together in terms of keeping ads clear. Because if you've been in the DSC raid, you know that there are a lot of ads. The main thing in it is there's ads in every encounter, especially the third encounter, the first encounter. I mean, they all have ads. Atrax encounter probably has the least amount, but there's ads in every single encounter. Alright friends, so we took a look at Verity's brow there. Now let's take a look at Eye of Another World. Keep in mind though, when I was running this number here, 74 discipline, right, which is also going to help in getting my grenade back faster because we have a shorter cooldown. So let's throw on Eye of Another World here. So we drop down a tier in terms of our cooldown, but to try to keep things as equal as possible, let's just go ahead and throw a discipline mod on there to bring that up into tier 7 discipline as well, so that we're equal. So we're keeping everything the same, right? We still got our shield break here. Still got our high energy fire, our supercharged, our taking charge, our stacks on stacks. So we got charge with light, like always. High discipline. Demolitionist on our gun here. But now we're going to look and see how Eye of Another World can work in terms of the improves regeneration speed of your grenade, melee, and rift abilities. So this could be another option for you for PvE activities using your stasis, right? So let's head on into the lost sector here and take a look at regeneration speed of grenade, rift, and melee attack. Because like I said, the main focus here is to get these freezing abilities that we have with Warlock back as fast as possible. Another thing we need to look at though is what fragments are we using here. So we're using gain a bonus to weapon damage after freezing a target with stasis. So we're all about boosting our damage, getting our abilities back as quick as possible. What we got here, defeating frozen targets with weapons grants us super energy, right? Because the Warlock Stasis super is an ad controlling super. We got Whisper of the Shard. Shattering a stasis crystal temporarily boosts your grenade recharge rate. Shattering additional stasis crystals increases duration. We won't necessarily be shattering too many crystals here because we're not making any. We are just defeating frozen people. But we've got this one. Increase the damage and size of the burst of stasis when you destroy a stasis crystal or defeat a frozen target. So that last part is very important here. Defeat a frozen target. We're going to be doing a lot of freezing, right? So let's check it out, run through here, see how it works. All right, so we got our grenades. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this chain going. Look at that big burst there. Let's freeze him. All right, we could slide in with our rift. Get some freezing here. We got our grenade back. Let's get that going. Freeze. Following our chain around. We lost the chain there. We got one hiding back here. Don't have any freezing capability. We do have our super. We could roll with our super here if we wanted. Let's get a grenade on him. Right. So let's pop the super. So we are just about trying to kill, kill, kill. Controlling ads, defeating ads. Got our grenade. Let's get that out. Get some charge with light there. Melee. Alright. We got a lot of freezing going on here. Get charged up with a shield break. Maybe we'll finish him off with the sword. Got our super again. Got our grenade back, so when our super's out, we can go grenade here. And everything's dead. So that's Eyes of Another World. So you can kind of see how that works. Now, ideally, we would probably want to have our strength up a lot higher as well to take advantage of that too. Because this is all about helping our cooldowns here. So we want grenade, melee, and rift abilities probably high, so that we can take advantage of those cooldowns. So we've got our recovery, so for our rift's pretty high. We've got our grenade pretty high, but our strength is kind of lacking there. But we can help our grenade out because we have demolitionist, we have some other things like absolution going on here, and that's helping all three abilities as well each time we pick up an orb of power. So that's why this kind of all works well with charge with light, because we got the stacks on stacks. We got the shield break going on. We got taking charge. We got all these charge with light that synergize together. High energy fire giving us sustained bonus damage. Freezing targets, getting a bonus to targets that are frozen. All that stuff is helping us just roll through and kill ads, keep ads at bay, which is a big part of the Deepstone Crypt raid. In most raids, dealing with ads is something that you have to do while dealing with the other mechanics. Now, of course, as a Warlock, once we get to the last encounter where we are defeating Taniks, we would most likely be switching off of Stasis and probably running Well, depending on what else we have in the group. If we already have another Well Warlock, maybe we'd go Nova Bomb. So things are going to change there, but through the majority of the first three encounters of the raid, Stasis is what I usually run as a Warlock. So like I said before, I used to run the necrotic grips, but I was kind of like, necrotic grips are great, especially when you do your melee ability, because it spreads that way as well, and every time you punch something it spreads. But I feel like if we take more advantage of Stasis, keeping things frozen, making it for easy kill, easy mop up of ads, it would be a lot better. So I think one of these two helmets is going to be a good choice for you, depending on what you're doing with your build here. Like I said, charge with light, my favorite thing to run. Some people like Warmind cells. I do have a little Warmind cell, charge with light hybrid build that I'm working on, which will be coming up soon. But for me, I think I like Verity's Brow better, because not only does it help me get my grenade back, which this one does as well too, but this is also going to benefit my teammates. So I'm all about benefiting the team and making it better for everybody if possible. So Verity's Brow is what I'm going to roll with. So I hope this helped you guys kind of see how to use these two exotics. Some people like to use Ophidian Aspects, but I mean, that's a great one too. That's more of a PvP. But for me, I think your choices are going to come down to, when it comes to your Stasis class on Warlock, I think one of these two helmets is probably going to be the best go-to for you. If you got some kind of different Stasis build or different exotic that you're using with your Warlock for Stasis, let me know in the comments. Let me know if this video helped you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that great stuff. Make sure you go follow me over on Facebook, where I do live streams at fb.gg/TeezMonkey. I'll see you folks in the next one. Have a great day.